boys and girls, cats and dogs. This is another episode of 94P Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke. I'm in the building with my boy Dre
What up, y'all? What up?
and the birthday African American Kesey.
Yo, happy birthday, bro.
What's good people?
Happy
It ain't
birthday,
working.
man.
It
Wow,
ain't
I'm
working.
trying to show you some love, and he over here hating.
Yeah,
It
I
ain't
know.
working.
Sorry.
Another year older, another year wiser. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Good.
Blessed,
Good.
man.
That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Another year.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
So last week we recorded on a Friday, which is pretty unnormal for us, and we let the holiday go past. So this is kind of like a catch up. Like this is kind of like 2 weeks worth of stuff we had kind of catch up here, but we're here now, so that's what's important. Go ahead, Dre. You want to kick it off with the injury report?
Yeah, let's
Updates.
let's get down to it, man. The NBA is injured, the playoffs is injured, but we don't want to hear no excuses why a team won or lost because injuries are part of the game.
Wow.
I'm just saying because the first thing. Yeah, let's just do it. The Atlanta Hawks are without Clint Capella. He is out with a hyperextended knee. Game time decision for the next game. The Brooklyn Nets are without Ben Simmons for Game 4 after they thought he was playing. The Miami Heat are without P.J. Tucker. What did P.J. stand for?
I don't know.
The Heat are without P.J. Tucker.
Percival Jenkins.
He's out with a calf injury. Kyle Lowry is out with a hamstring injury. He is questionable. Chris Middleton for the Milwaukee Bucks are without Chris. The Bucks are without Chris Middleton. He is out with an MCL strain for a month, but he will be re-evaluated in 2 weeks. The Sixers, Joel Embiid will need surgery on his right thumb, but he hopes to continue playing through the injury. Stick a fork in that season.
That's nice.
The Phoenix Suns are without Devin Booker. He has a grade 1 hamstring strain, and he is out up to 3 weeks. Will be reevaluated as well. So a lot of injuries out there. I'll just add a couple more in here that I didn't see. Toronto Raptors, Fred Van Vliet went down yesterday. What appears to be a knee injury. Today, during the Milwaukee Bucks game, Alex Caruso went down and did not return as well.
With a face injury.
With a face injury. Today, during the Golden State-Denver game, Joker took a shot to the eye, so now he's playing through a bloody eye injury. So it's and Bobby's was last week we reported, but there's a lot of injuries popping right now that can shift the balance of power in the NBA playoffs. So
They wasn't there for a reason, but thank you.
that's okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Dad.
Yes, Papa.
So to start the shoot around, like I said before, we weren't here for Easter Sunday when the playoff. Well, the playoff started. Was it Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. So we weren't here for Sunday. We couldn't report on it, so we're going to report on it now. Kyrie Irving was fined $50,000 for middle finger gestures and profane language to fans. So I had a video for guys that get submitted, but what are you guys' thoughts on this situation? Because I think so many times we've talked about this before. I don't know about this season, but I know last season we talked about how fans are getting out of control. And I think that one of the things that this playoff game and we all knew it was going to be like this. If you know the history between Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics, it's not good. And so for him to, for this to happen, I'm not shocked. The video I was going to play was from ESPN show with Jason Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, and Max, their morning show. But it was basically saying that, the stuff that the players are hearing is crazy, like really crazy. And I'm not going to repeat what Kyrie Irving said he heard during the press conference that he had.
What did he say?
He said he was getting called the B word. He was getting called
the N word.
Vagina. He didn't get called the N word. It's just F Kyrie.
Just derogatory comments.
Pretty much.
But
so it was just one of those things where, like, when he gave the middle finger back, he was like, I'm giving the same energy they're giving to me. I have a problem with this for a different reason, but I'll let you guys go ahead.
Listen,
You drinking a Diet Pepsi?
Let that man work on his health. Damn, what you put on?
No, I'm just saying he got the regular our sponsor. You know
Listen.
but our sponsor, man.
Mind your business, man. Why you all in mine? I like cherry Pepsi, but that was the only one they had. So guess what? I drank it.
I apologize. Even though everyone can see it on TV.
I don't care what they can see. Don't stop me from drinking. You want me to take a sip too?
Okay.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Hey, first of all, we're not sponsored by Pepsi. This is not sponsored by Pepsi.
But anyways, I'm getting sick of it, man.
From fans or from Dre?
From Dre.
Oh, okay. I'll get that.
And the fans.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, here we go again, Dre. Dre versus the world, part 2. You got some video clips you gonna drop today?
Actually, I'm glad you put that.
But no, I'm sick of the fans being able to say what they want, and the players are being held to a different standard because of how much money they're worth. Does that really make sense to you?
It depends on the situation.
So he can be called everything under the sun but a child of God,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay for them to do that. And all they say is, tone it down. That's all they say to them.
As long as you're not saying, okay, LeBron.
No, I've seen this over the years. The heckling for the players. Exactly. The palace. Start with the palace.
What?
It's everywhere they go. These players are talked about so bad. They are human too, right?
They are human. There's
so
a line,
somebody
though.
call you a punk. You know what?
Uh-huh.
What's your first thing to do?
I mean,
nope. I want you to be honest.
I was gonna say, be honest. My first instinct is to say something back automatically. It's
natural instinct because that's your.
No, I'm saying that is my instinct.
That's in your culture, right?
Yeah, that's in my culture. But there's a line.
What's the line?
There's a line.
What's the line?
The line is.
So you can't flick nobody off without getting fined?
If you're a basketball player, yeah, you gotta get fined for that.
Why?
Because you are besides you being quote unquote professional and being above that, this is part of being in competitive sports. Now, when I say there's a line, the line is racial slurs. The line is talking about your kids.
But they do that.
That's the line.
But they do that.
But they weren't doing that in this instance. They were not doing that. They were saying F Kyrie.
You don't know
calling him the B word. They were calling him.
But you don't know that.
You don't know what was said before the reaction. You only know what they can say. We don't know, was he getting heckled in during the game? Was he getting bothered in the tunnel? How often has he been? This may have been that one time where you went over the fence. Like a fan throws something at you. That may not have been the only time the fan did something. And that was just what you seen when it happened, when he reacted.
We've seen fans throw stuff, and we've seen those fans get escorted. We've seen fans cross that line, and they get escorted.
But the thing about
the NBA handles that.
Okay,
but the thing about it is when a player reacts to it, I get it. You're supposed to be professional. You're a representative of the thing. Mm-hmm. But y'all got to stop slapping fines on them and expecting people to leave the players alone. If I go to a Bucks game right now, if I go to Chicago game and I heckle DeRozan the whole time, and DeRozan's like, okay, we about to lose and go home anyway, I'm going to come mess him up.
That's your decision. I mean, that's his decision.
He shouldn't be fined for it because if DeRozan was heckled and we can prove it, and we was like, you know what? You just can't play the first game of the next season. That fan now, we got to question what we do going forward. Or if I get banned, that I can't come back all next season, I can't come to a Bucks game. Mm-hmm. If you're going to punish the players, you got to do something to these fans too. Because as long as they see that, I get away scot-free, they're going to keep doing it. It's going to get worse.
And that's where that line goes, though.
But that's just it. Why can't we stop it before we have to get to that line?
Because we're not.
Because when that line is crossed, when you say something about his kid, I go there, I say, your baby is insert bad comment here, and then DeRozan comes and gets me.
Yeah.
All we're going to be like, he shouldn't do that. He shouldn't do that. We're not going to care about the fact that I said what I said, which is the line you're referring to. It should have been stopped before we even got a chance to say that.
But that's wrong, though, because when that fan says that and that fan crosses that line, he gets banished. He gets fined, not fined, but he gets banished.
Should
So
get fined.
there's stuff on both sides.
So you
of
think?
this.
So you think the only thing they do is get put out the arena?
That's all they do.
Yes,
That's all they do.
and get
Okay,
banished.
so
game.
And get
You don't need
banished.
to be
but I'm saying,
more.
majority of the time, all they do is get put out the arena.
And
Well,
get banished.
Well, first of all,
They should get fined too.
first of all, we are underestimating how Kyrie Irving is. Kyrie Irving is a butthole.
We
Okay?
get that.
No. I'm watching the clock. Y'all done went for 9 minutes. Now let me get 30 seconds.
You got it, bro.
Okay, let me get 30 seconds.
Stephen B.
Give him his 30 seconds.
Kyrie Irving
29.
is sponsored by
28.
Pepsi. Kyrie Irving, I'm not going to say he's a menace, but let's remember, this is the same guy that's disrespected the logo of the Boston Celtics by stepping on it and doing whatever he did. Now, I am not saying that these fans are right. What's being said is true.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, Kyrie, you are in the middle of a game giving the fans the finger. Hold up. There is.
Are you serious right
You
now?
know how easy it is to get the finger because somebody say something.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Kyrie's wrong for defending himself, but I'm not saying we know what the NBA standard is. And the NBA standard is there is a certain level of professionalism that you must follow. Okay. Whether you're right or wrong. And he got a fine because he didn't live up to the standard. So what you can say is you don't like the NBA rule of fining players, but that's a standard. It's been the standard. And you're talking about, well, nothing happens to the players. We've seen Russell Westbrook get a player tossed out of a game for just talking crazy. You and I sat courtside to the Knicks game where the security told the people behind us, you're talking too much, when they were heckling Drew Gooden and they were going to put them out. We've seen LeBron maybe it was someone else. We've seen LeBron get people put out the game all the time just for talking. And
But
no.
But hold on, before you go any further. But when he's saying that, they're saying things about these people, family, kids,
crossing the line,
telling them that they wish they were wishing they were dead, and all that type of stuff. That's not tolerable.
I'm not done.
Of course, you're not.
Kyrie. No one said anything about his family, according to the reports. No one called him the N-word. We sit at games all the time, mostly you guys. Kesey, you said at the game against Luka, dude, shut up and play ball. Is that a form of heckling? Yes or no?
But I didn't say it loud enough.
Is it a form of heckling? Yes or no?
We were having a conversation, and we were having a conversation, and I leaned over to you, and I said, I wish he would just shut up and play ball.
You said it loud because everybody started agreeing with you. Oh, you forgot that.
But I was
tell the tape. Tell the tape.
I wasn't there.
Come on, tape that.
I don't have
pull the tape
Hold
out.
on. I was having a conversation with you. I wasn't talking to Luka personally, was I?
You yelled into the court.
Y'all
You
wasn't
said,
close.
Shut up and play.
Y'all wasn't close.
We wasn't close enough that day.
We were in like 6 row up.
Okay.
We were close enough. It
close.
was still heckling.
All right, but
It was
It's
still
not,
heckling.
it's not
Y'all
heckling
wasn't
because I wasn't talking to him.
Okay.
to go
wasn't that
to
close.
Dre, I
Right.
think to clear this whole segment up so y'all can move on.
Fine.
Dre is correct. When a
Jeez.
player is a jerk, whatever the fans heckle about
Are you kidding me?
is definitely asked for. Lines shouldn't be crossed when you're doing it as the fans, of course. But at the same time, when those lines are being crossed, punishment needs to go both ways. I think that just sums all three.
But they do it to every player. LeBron's not a jerk.
Who determines? In some
Sometimes.
circles, he is. Who determines what crossing the
He's not
line
a Kyrie
is?
jerk.
We know what crossing the line is, Dre.
So
When it
I
gets-
know what it is. To me, you don't refer like Kesey is.
In so many words, when it gets too personal.
Don't you dare.
No, I was going to say, and you know it. Look, well, LeBron knows the line. LeBron knows the line, and he say, once you cross this line, I'm getting you tossed.
Well,
You talk about my kids, I'm getting you tossed. LeBron, these are close fans. LeBron, stop crying. LeBron, shut up and play ball. LeBron, such and such, you're not the king. LeBron hears the heckling.
Okay.
So when I'm talking about, so we talking about Kyrie here. Yes, Kyrie is a jerk. Kyrie's a butthole. I get that.
as
and
he's fasting.
I ain't even talking about the whole
That makes
stumping.
it worse. You know that, right?
All-
Indeed.
The thing that irritates me about Kyrie, and I meant to play the video of the press conference, but I forgot. He's talking about, well, these fans give me this energy, I give this energy back. And then he turns around and says, No, it's all good. It doesn't affect me.
Let me tell you like this.
Obviously, it affects you.
Let me tell you like this.
It doesn't
If
affect
the
him.
shoe
He's
was
just giving them
no.
what they dishing out.
If the shoe was on the other foot and Brooklyn was up 3-0, Kyrie would just be walking off taking bows.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
Hold on. When he first had a seasonal game there, what happened?
When they won that game, all he did was step on the logo.
And what happened? What happened? Hold on a second. What happened later on in that game?
You tell me.
They threw a water bottle at him. That fan got tossed.
That's over the line.
That fan got tossed.
That's
exactly.
That's
so
different.
my point is,
I'm talking about Kyrie's response. I'm talking about his response.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's what I'm saying. If the Brooklyn Nets were up 3-0, Kyrie wouldn't even be responding.
No,
because the winning would speak for itself. He's responding because he's losing and likely to get swept. That's why he's responding the way he is. He's been called worse. Are you kidding me?
I don't want to agree with that because that was game one. That was game one.
And they were getting destroyed.
They weren't getting destroyed. They should have won that game.
It was a close game.
It was a close game by score, but the game was not really that close.
It was, and he had like 39 that game.
The game was not really that close. He thought he was cooking.
All right, let's stop giving Dog all this energy because
no.
There's a whole playoff to cover.
That's
right
all right.
Now.
He y'all brought it up. So listen. Kyrie Irving, play better basketball. Focus on winning. Focus on not getting swept. And there is a line to cross. You don't call people out their name. And like Casey gets mad when you call him a unicorn. So there are certain.
So why you want to bring that up? So
okay, but you know what that brings.
I didn't call you a unicorn.
But that brings up a good point, though. There's nothing derogatory about being called a unicorn, but it's his trigger.
It's his trigger.
But his trigger can cause him to react in a certain way.
But everybody knows.
And as a fan, you know that that's his trigger, and you keep doing it.
Yeah, you know that's a trigger.
So that's
you said it on purpose.
I didn't want
to get a reaction.
So
out of
when
I didn't call you a unicorn.
I
didn't
want to see me get a reaction.
When he reacts, I'm just using that as an example. So when he reacts in a way that is not professional because you know it's his trigger, that's the moment where both parties need to be fined. He needs to be fined for not being professional, and you need to be punished in one way or another because you knew what you did when you did it.
My thing about
I'm here.
My thing about finding the fans.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
You can't find somebody who doesn't work for you.
True,
right.
But that's
so
why I
when
said
you're talking about finding a fan,
but that's what I say. There needs to be some sort of consequence.
Okay, so here's the thing about the consequence.
Will actually resonate in the league, is what I'm saying.
So what can I say? No, actually, what can I say? What's the line there? Because there's no gray area here.
Suggest? Now,
we know this is a black and white issue.
The league needs their own law enforcement for the games. You want me to tell you
why?
No. Because then you can make the fans be held accountable. Because then you can be like, well, you can't enter the arena until you pay your fine.
Well,
here's your $500 fine too.
When the minute you cross the line of this,
here's
stadium,
your $1,000 fine too.
I'm already paying for the stadium, and you want me to walk in here and hold my tongue?
Okay. Well, first of all,
that's only here in Milwaukee.
First of all, y'all need to pay attention when you go to games because the NBA on the screen produces a fan code of conduct. And it says
a fan code of conduct.
It says if it says derogatory use of language, profanity, yada yada yada, any such incidents should be reported by text and whatever. If the Boston fans didn't feel too intimidated by it, that's probably why it didn't get reported that way.
Besides, who sees that?
It was because of who the Boston fans didn't report it because of who it was aimed at.
Exactly. And here's the thing: Kyrie is a baller. We know he's a baller. They're unfortunately losing a series, but these reactions are because they're losing.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right. I kind of do. I don't
think so. Well, moving on. I just wanted to kind of touch on that. That was really the big story kind of coming out last week.
I flicked some people off in my days.
You do it to us every time we talk.
A little bit.
You won't even call us by our name.
I didn't want to take it there.
So now you want to bring the personal business on the air?
Exactly. Man.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
It's playoffs.
You know what?
This is playoff podcast.
That's nice.
I'm gonna give y'all the Kyrie.
Hey, I'm not tripping.
The views and opinions of those are not this one. Go ahead.
So, I'm gonna put out some takes out here, some playoff takeaways.
All right.
And you guys let me know.
Dang, Casey, that was harsh, bro. I'm just thinking about what he just did to us.
I just flipped somebody off the other day. What are you talking about? Ain't nothing but life.
You know how many times I get flicked off down the road
Exactly.
Oh,
because I blow at somebody because they on their cell phone swerving in my lane,
Or somebody
and
just
then they flick you off like it was your fault.
exactly.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
But okay, so I got a couple takeaways here,
Okay.
and you guys think these takeaways are false? We can stop and talk about them.
All right. So we need to agree true or false.
Yeah,
All right.
false takeaway. Talk about it.
All right. Let's go.
The Suns are in trouble.
True or false? What you got?
The Suns are in trouble because they saying at least 3 weeks.
The Suns. I'm not gonna say the Suns are in trouble because I didn't have them winning it anyway.
And
So
the only reason I say that is
I had Golden State going all the way. So that to me is
Do
irrelevant.
you agree with the Suns are in trouble?
yes.
No, not right now. Ugh.
Really?
Yeah, bless you, but you sneezed in my zone.
Hey, bro, get some hand sanitizer.
Yeah, he doesn't like
no,
that.
spray the what you call it. Lysol in the air. Kill that.
You notorious.
Are you offended now? Or are you gonna flick me off?
You're notorious for being the sick one, bro. I'm sorry.
Play that tape back.
I say the Suns are in trouble,
I would,
and I say that because a 2 guard,
what?
a 2 guard with a hamstring injury is rough.
It is.
Because if you go back to James Harden, he ain't been the same. He ain't been the same since his hamstring injury.
It's cheap.
And I think
I thought
Phoenix
ahead.
needs him because he scores
He
at
had
least 30. He scores 30% of their baskets.
He had 30 points at half when he got hurt.
I know.
I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't. Can I agree and not agree? Here's why. First round, I think they'll still get past the Pelicans without.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pick them to win anyway. So for me to say that they're in trouble, it doesn't really matter. But second round is a whole new ball game because who would they play in the second round?
The winner of Utah and Dallas
And they can beat both of them, I think.
without Devin Booker.
I think they can. If Chris Paul can stay healthy and stay the facilitator, I won't say that Phoenix is in trouble until they play Golden State.
Okay.
You said who they got second round?
Golden State's up 3-0 and they're only losing by 3. They're gonna close that out today.
They got who
They
second
should.
round?
Okay.
They're gonna lose tonight.
Okay.
Go ahead. What are you saying? They don't know. I said
What's with all the Golden State hate? I don't appreciate it.
I'm just watching the game right now. That's all I know. They losing. That's all.
Man.
Stop taking it personal.
Now, turn your microphone off. You're fired.
No, the Suns will play Dallas or Utah, which is that might go to 7. Dallas
Who?
or Utah.
Well, it might go to 7.
Dallas and Utah.
It might. It might.
They play the winner of that series.
Okay. So I'm not going to say that they're in trouble, but I think without Booker, their championship aspirations are heavily flawed. Because they're not going to be Golden State with him anyway. So I've been saying it all year.
All right, let's move on.
Yep.
The Timberwolves are underestimated.
Yep. I said that too.
You said that too.
I said in 2 episodes ago, I said that
you were wrong?
Hold up. Kesey said Memphis was going to sweep Minnesota. And I said that Minnesota and Memphis matches up very well. Don't be surprised that Minnesota might run at them.
Well, first of
Play
all,
that tape.
I can play that tape. I can also play the tape when I was like, "Hey, man, Minnesota gonna make the playoffs."
I mean, they got lucky.
What?
They got in the play-in. They got in the play-in.
They in the playoffs now.
That's cool. That's cool. But you talking about old stuff. We talking about predictions. We talking about predictions
But you
from a week ago.
you talked about me
Exactly.
Well, because that was just last week.
Though. So what?
No.
It's over with.
No, it ain't. It ain't over with because it's 2-2 and it's
wanna-
probably gonna go 7.
I didn't want to break it up, but you guaranteed it.
I don't. care.
Anyways,
In fact, I'm your friend. I
Listen.
protected you. Tell them what the name of this episode was gonna be called before I said no.
Kesey was wrong.
I protected you.
I don't care about you protecting me. I can admit that I'm wrong. I have no problem with that.
I was just
We
messing with- I was just talking shit.
We all
I was
make
just
bad
talking
predictions.
crazy.
But
Exactly.
the name
We
of
all
the,
make bad
the
predictions.
name of the episode.
How many
Kesey was
predictions
wrong.
have you made wrong?
But the
couple.
name of the
How many
episode.
how many series have you predicted
Oh, a
wrong?
couple. I didn't think they was gonna make this far.
You had no idea. You had no idea.
I
You
wanted them
had
to.
no idea Minnesota
I
would,
wanted
would,
them to.
would make this go to 7 games, and you didn't either.
I didn't say
7.
that.
You didn't have no idea it would go to 7.
Man, he's
Right
a
now,
little,
it's going to 7.
he's
for
a
sure.
little defensive, isn't
I'm
he?
fine.
Mm.
You hostile.
You
Not me.
you
You
gave
the one clapping your
you-
hands.
you
You
the
the one
gave-
jumping out your seat.
you done gave me a finger. You done,
Not
Give me
okay.
another
Okay. Kesey, now that
Congratulations.
Hands down, man.
now that you've seen and watched games, what do you say? Are you saying 7?
For Minnesota and Memphis?
I can see 7. Memphis is 7. I still believe Memphis is going to win. It's just
I think they're going to.
I
win.
had no. My
Go
thing.
ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm-
We forgot. Anthony Edwards went down.
He's right back to the same game.
Yeah, he
Did
came
he
back.
come back?
Yeah, he
Okay,
came back.
Came back. Okay.
My only thing
That's
is
good.
I have. You know what I keep forgetting about Minnesota
Mhm.
is they got D'Lo, and D'Lo is solid.
D'Lo is
And
solid.
I keep forgetting that D'Lo is on that roster because all we talk about is Karl Anthony Towns
Speaking of that,
and Fumble
McGee here.
Teeny over here.
We know what's funny about that.
Teeny? I could just be Fumble.
I was going to say
Teeny?
Fumble McGee.
Unicorn?
So I was going to say this about Minnesota real quick. Minnesota is more reliant on Anthony Edwards than they are Carl.
You need a paper towel. This is already wet.
It's true.
No,
Comment.
I can still wipe it up.
That's
Pay
really,
attention, man.
that's really not gonna do what he's
Yo,
doing.
see, man. Pay attention.
So anyway, so
Look, you didn't even.
Keep going with the show, man.
what was I gonna say?
Anyways.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are more counting on Anthony Edwards than they are Karl Anthony Towns.
He doesn't even score that many points sometimes.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that team lives or dies on him. I think he's a contributor, but I think that team lives and dies on Anthony Edwards, and he's going to be a hell of a player this coming up next year.
Edwards?
Yeah, Edwards. Like, he's becoming a superstar.
That's going to be Edwards' team in the next year or two.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns, he's okay, but he's not all that like people say
I
he
could
is.
see him being. I can see a Rudy Gobert. No, I can see a Rudy Gobert.
Gobert.
Gobert
Rudy
in
Gobert.
in that same position, and they're just fine. A defensive stopper and a guy who gets rebounds.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to, because he's boy soft. I'm not gonna like the boy is soft.
Who's that?
Boy is
Cat?
soft. Yeah, Cat. He's soft. He's soft.
And he talks a lot of trash.
He be crying a lot. He's still young, so I get where when Jimmy hated them and was talking about them in practice and going stupid on. I see why he did it. I see why he did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I told y'all that a long time ago.
Did you?
Cat who?
No, you tell me.
Yeah, I
Cat.
did. This was probably like the beginning of the season. Cat is not tough. He's not like tough. Like
But
he
he
puts
keep
on
making.
the
He
he
keep
puts on the
making
show like
all-star
he is.
team. He keep making all-star team.
Well, he's a big that can shoot jumpers.
That's true.
He
still
has
soft.
he has a good story about the whole family passing away.
That's true.
Let's be honest, the NBA loves a good story.
They do.
He can't bang in the middle unless
Yeah.
he holding someone like Embiid or Giannis. But so Cat's not terrible, but Cat is. I think one of you says this a lot. I don't know, remember which one. I don't want nobody else jumping down my throat. But one of you called KD like Robin. Cat's Robin.
That's me.
Yeah, he's a Robin. He's
a
not a
beta.
Batman.
He's a beta.
He's a
nigga.
beta guy. He is not the leader of the team.
Mhm.
But what's interesting in Minnesota, do you think that the current roster can stay together? Because I don't like when
Yeah.
Edwards and Russell are on the court together.
Really?
I don't.
I do.
I don't think they complement each other well.
I think that this team is young, and that's why they lost. Not game. Was it game 3? Game 3, they shouldn't have lost.
They shouldn't.
Game
Game two.
It was game 2.
Minnesota
game
should
two?
be up 3-1 right
Yes.
now.
Okay.
So they might have
But
blown it.
they lost that game because they're young. I think they lost that game because they're young. And the Memphis is the type of team who keeps coming at you no matter what.
Mhm.
But I think I asked this question. Kesey, what did you say? Kesey, what do you think now? 7?
7.
Yeah.
I see Memphis in 7.
I like 7, and I think it can go either way. I'm not really invested into it to see
I know.
who wins.
Golden State. We see.
I'm just saying, but Minnesota, I'm glad. I don't like the end of basketball season. The only quick series I want to see involves the Bucks. I want the Bucks to get it done early.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't mind this series going 7 because it's actually been a good competitive back and forth battle. It hasn't been really a blowout at all.
Yeah, towards the end it is, but most
Yeah.
of the game has been competitive.
So I agree with bro. I think it can go 7, but I think it can go either way.
The Celtics have an all defensive team.
Whew. I'm gonna admit this.
No, I'm sorry. All-time defensive team.
I'm gonna admit this before bro answer. I'm gonna admit this. I put Brooklyn to win, and I underestimated Boston all season long. And so I went back and started looking at their records and watching some of their games.
After the All-Star game,
After the All-Star break,
they took off.
They took off.
We talked about this
Yeah.
a little bit before because
Yeah.
we didn't know what the identity was.
Yeah,
But-
And we talked about it after, like, all right, we gotta apologize because they know what they are, they know what they're doing.
But I said it from the jump.
Nia Long was at the game.
The Boston
Nia, baby.
the
Nia. No, but for
Boston
real.
Celtics are the reason that they're beating Brooklyn
Mhm.
is not even that they're that great offensively. It's that they are D'ing them up. They have This is the worst statistical series of KD's career.
Let me ask you something real quick. I was trying to think about this. Steve Nash said this.
Oh God! Fired after this
Oh
year.
man, anything
No.
but him.
No,
Fired. He's
I don't-
out of there.
I don't think he will be. Maybe.
Do you want to go for another one? You said you were looking for a chance to rebound.
Nothing to do this. For Anyways, Steve Nash said Kyrie and KD look tired. KD has been playing 40 minutes for the last month and a half.
Yeah.
Kyrie, when he does play, he's playing 35 plus minutes. Kyrie is also fasting. Ramadan. Shout out to him. Allah. All the good stuff. Hey, look at me like that. Dang.
I didn't say nothing bad.
Say no to pork. Anyways, so he's been
No, I'm just kidding.
I did. He there's some ribs, there's barbecue sauce on it. But he's been fasting, so he's tired. Like his body is not getting the nourishment that it needs. So would you guys say that over Boston D'ing them up?
I wish you would have played the Kyrie video so folks can hear the audio. Here's the fundamental
of him what?
Of the press conference. Here's a fundamental problem why I don't agree with any of that. Kyrie got on TV and claimed that Brooklyn struggles are because there's no chemistry. They haven't had all season to
Did
gel.
you see what Stephen A said about that?
Well, I didn't see what Stephen A said, but my thing is, bro, it's your fault.
That's what he said.
Oh, it's your fault. You orchestrated this. It is your fault. You are the reason that the team can't figure it out. You play every other game, maybe, right?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about because Kyrie at the press conference. This is today or yesterday's press conference. He was talking about how this team, like usually a team has all year long to have chemistry and come together and stuff like that. But because they haven't had that, which he didn't go into about, they're lacking that chemistry or whatever. It's like, and you're right. We are looking at Kyrie like
your fault.
You know
your
what?
fault.
It's not the chemistry. Let me tell you what it is.
What?
They have the LeBron syndrome right now.
What's the LeBron syndrome?
This is a new one. Please tell us.
Playing with all them damn scrubs, wearing your ass out.
It's both of them, Kyrie and Kevin Durant.
No, I was getting ready to say that. It's literally because with Durant having to do everything all season, bro, tired.
He wore out. I
He
keep telling
tired.
y'all.
I mean,
They got the LeBron James syndrome. Even when he had Kyrie, LeBron had this syndrome as well. Because if those other role players aren't producing somewhat, you can't beat those teams like Boston.
And then
you won't beat a Boston.
But
Bruce
let's not
Brown
take,
had 26.
But let's not take away from
Bruce who?
Boston ain't got D. Boston got D. So if you got a tired dude getting held by folks who got lockdown D, bro, you might as well just go.
How many
home.
games did he have? 26.
One.
Okay, there you go.
It's only been 3.
Three is very important in this
Sure
stage
is.
of basketball.
No team in NBA history has ever come back from 3-0.
Only one.
No team has ever
Oh, not
come back.
3-0. I'm sorry,
3-0.
3-0.
3-1.
Yeah,
And don't you forget it.
oh god.
Don't you ever forget it.
Tell it, bro.
Don't you ever
Don't you
forget.
Ever.
And if you need a reminder, just YouTube it.
You know
'Cause
what?
they got it on there.
I wasn't gonna talk about this. This isn't even on the outline. LeBron got to insert himself.
Wait.
Ah!
We're not done yet. We're still talking about Kyrie.
Oh yeah, you're right.
in his question,
I'll put it in my back pocket.
he was ready.
I'll put it in my back
He
pocket.
was ready.
And you know what I'm talking about.
He was ready. He shouldn't have done that. But
no, you should.
No, are they tired or are they tired or is this a really good defense?
They wore out
It's
because
both.
if the two of them don't do it, it's not getting done for their team.
So here's why. Hold on a second. Here's why I asked that question. You know what's coming up next is the Bucks. So again, is this a really good defensive team, or are they just tired in Brooklyn?
I think Boston. I am not going to give
both.
I am not going. Go ahead.
But then we're gonna have some issues next.
I
round,
am
but
not
we'll talk
going
about that
to
in a minute.
give Brooklyn the satisfaction of undermining how good Boston is.
I like that.
The Boston Celtics are a good basketball team that's gelling at the right time. And yes, as a Bucks fan, yes, we're going to have some problems.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
No, we not. They don't want no smoke.
Okay.
Giannis
with
is
the Bucks.
I think we're still going to pull it off, but we're going to need Middleton. We're going to need Holiday to play like he played today. We're going to need everybody's going to have to come to play because the thing I heard a stat the other day, the Bucks are one of the best defensive teams in the league.
They are.
And Boston's the other one.
Uh-huh.
Those are arguably two of the top defensive teams in all of the NBA.
They are, but also you got to remember who is better offensively, the Bucks or the Boston Celtics.
Now,
that's what it's going to come down to.
Are you talking about right now?
Who's better? Who's a better offensively
This
talented
is assuming.
team?
Are you talking about right now?
Hold up.
Yeah.
It's them.
This is assuming
We're a man down.
This is Boston.
They're still not better offensively.
Here's the thing.
than us.
I think what I've learned, and I was a little, and we're getting ahead of ourselves. I don't think the Bucks was up next, but
No, it wasn't.
I don't think, and I'm careful. Middleton is important, but I don't think the Bucks need him to get it done. We're seeing it in Chicago because Grayson Allen stepped up.
This
you
is
press your button.
Chicago.
Wait a minute now. Yeah, they don't beat any team. Now, when we play Boston, if we play Boston, Boston still have to pull it off. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things.
I'm gonna
Bucks, right? We were up 2-0 against the Raptors.
Yeah.
And they came back and dogged us 4 straight.
4 straight. You're right.
Stranger things have happened. Now, I'm looking forward to a potential Bucks-Boston series. I think it'll be great. 2 young teams. And it's different. I've said this before. One of the things I like about Memphis and Minnesota being in the playoffs, it's different. To have the Boston Celtics and the Bucks potentially match up with each other will be great. But let's also remember, Bucks during the season, Boston put it down on us a couple times.
It was a good matchup. So moving on, the Sixers are legit.
Are they? Are they though?
You were saying they were when me and you had a conversation. You was like, "Oh, they're a problem." I was like,
before
round,
that was before Embiid broke his thumb, and that was before James Harden looked like an out of shape.
James Harden,
you know what I'm saying?
Out of shape 4th grader. In shape 4th graders.
James, I said 12th graders. I said 12th graders.
Oh, okay.
James Harden has whatever step he lost, he has never regained it.
Man, that's sad too.
And if James Harden don't put up 30 or 40 points, Philly's not going to the conference finals. I don't care what y'all say.
So
Miami is going to destroy them.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that, I think I told you this. When it comes to playing Toronto, they're playing a beaten up Toronto team. And they're beaten up, they're hurt.
Because we actually all of us picked Toronto. Do you remember that?
I picked Toronto.
We all did.
In the season, they beat them 3-1. So it's one of the things we're like, okay, we were just going with what we're seeing. This 76ers team is, you got like you said, James Harden is missing in action. You got Joel Embiid really, to me, letting us know this is why I should be voted MVP, because I am holding this team down by myself.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where like it's hard for me to say legit, but even with Miami situation, they got Bam, but he's not a 7-footer. He's 6'10". Like Miami's pretty small.
And Miami still let's be honest.
And they got a bunch of guys who we don't know who they are.
Miami still they're not out of the woods yet either. They're only up 2-1. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things will happen.
You know, they're not out of the woods.
So, okay, answer the question. Do you think they're legit?
Who? Philly?
Yeah.
I did until Joel Embiid's injury.
So
No.
So you know.
No.
Kesey?
I'm not thinking they legit at all. Because, I mean, Toronto's okay. And with their injuries, I mean, they really okay.
Yeah.
Barely okay.
Philly should have put it away yesterday.
They really should.
They should have put it away yesterday.
And Joel Embiid blaming the referees and all that kind of crap. Man, save that. But anyways, moving on. This is going to be a 20-minute discussion. The Golden State Warriors look unstoppable.
They currently
Ain't no, I said they don't. They don't.
Stopped right now.
They don't.
I mean,
They also are playing a beat up team as
They
well.
played a beat up Denver Nuggets. It's a one-man show. And they know, hey, we just got to D up Joker and let the rest of these clowns.
Actually, they can't contain Joker. Joker's having his way on them.
A triple. He ain't even close to a triple double.
But that's how
Joker is the only reason Denver is in the games that they've been in.
You know what
Yeah,
they
I
doing?
get it.
You know what they doing at Denver is what people do to the Bucks with Giannis.
What?
You let him get his,
You let him
Oh.
get his. You worry about everybody else.
but everybody else, you not getting a nickel.
From what I see Draymond getting up in Joker's business. Like,
he poked him in the eye today.
poked him in the eye.
Didn't they start with a fight?
They did.
They
Like,
did.
First play of the game.
First play of the game.
But that's because old boy tried to get tough, dude, from this boycotting the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to
would-
say unstoppable. Now, here's the thing. They've been
They
talking about this lineup. This what they call a death lineup.
Because Curry's coming
Steph
off
Curry,
the bench.
Poole,
Curry off the bench.
Draymond. But when they add him in, he's off the bench, but they add him in. So you got Poole, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond is somebody else.
Wiggins.
Wiggins. That's the depth squad, apparently. And so they did the last time they did it, they had a depth squad was when they won the last championship they won.
That's not a depth squad though.
That's not a depth squad?
No.
What's not a depth squad? You got Draymond Green,
Clay-
defensive player of
Clay
the
is not
year.
100%.
Clay's about 80, 90.
Nah, I'll give him 82.
Still passing.
You got Poole, who's trying to earn a starting spot.
Not
And-
enough
and a contract.
Not enough experience to be on the
To
be
Poole?
that. Yeah.
He's
He's good. I didn't say he wasn't good,
I didn't say you did.
but in order to be there where they talking about they at,
Poole
that's
getting a lot of love.
that's a different level.
It is a different level.
And you got to perform more than the first round.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is just the first
Their
round.
next opponent is possibly it's Memphis or
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
And keep in mind, Golden State's going to have a week off or more because
They're gonna lose.
Memphis
They're
and
losing.
Minnesota are going 7. Okay.
All right.
If Golden State, they're only down by 8 right now, right, Tone? They're down by 8.
No, they're talking about 12.
They're down by 12.
No, score back up. They only down by 6.
They're down by 6.
And it's 10 in the fourth.
So if they
actually
win
could
tonight,
they actually
okay,
could win.
they're going to have a week and a half of basketball off. Okay. And if either of you really think that Memphis or Minnesota is going to beat Golden State, I would take all of those gentlemen bets, every single one of them.
So you saying Golden State can beat Memphis or Minnesota? Minnesota, I get that.
I am
Memphis,
saying they're going to not only beat them, they're going to make it look easy like they did it this round. They'll get them done in 5 or 6. Yeah, I said it. You press whatever button you want. Press every button.
That's a bold.
It's not as bold as you saying that Joker was going to beat Golden State and
I
that
said
they
that.
only had a game.
I didn't say that.
I said that.
I said Joker could get them one win. That's what I said.
Nevertheless,
I said Denver was gonna beat them.
it's no more bolder than you saying that Minnesota was going to get swept. It's no more. It's no more. No, that's still a bold
That's
statement.
totally different. It's totally different.
Okay.
Man.
All I'm saying
Anybody
is,
talk about your Golden State Warriors, or you want to get hostile?
I'm not a Golden State
Oh,
Warriors fan.
you
I'm a Steph
sensitive, huh?
Curry fan.
You sensitive, huh?
Not at all. All I'm saying is,
I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not a Laker fan.
all I'm saying is, the Golden State Warriors will beat whoever they play next round in 6 games. If it's Minnesota,
Is it
they
because-
might get swept.
Is it because of Steph Curry?
No, Golden State has a good basketball team. Draymond's a good defensive presence
Hacker.
that they need.
Right.
He is kind of a hacker.
It's a hacker.
And he's a flopper.
Ain't a bully.
The splash triplets. That's
No what?
the splash.
That is
He
We're
he
not
make-
doing
Now,
that.
you know
That
he
is
just
a
made that up.
wild
I know he
name.
just
Yeah.
made that up.
You know he just made that up.
Clay, Pool? Isn't that what they are?
The Splash Brothers.
I mean, you got to insert pool and call them the triplets, right?
The
You
shallow
said it's
pool.
either the Splash Brothers or nothing.
It's the shallow pool. That's what it is.
Well, the Splash Brothers and
Splash Pad Pool. He ain't got there yet. He
The
got a
Spla-
long ways to go. Hold on. Don't you ever disrespect the Splash Brothers like that again. I almost slap you off that chair.
what
And
is-
I don't even like
what
stepping
is
up
all
like
this
that.
violence?
Oh, man.
Listen, the Splash Brothers and the pool party. Listen, the
I like that.
the scoring alone. Who's gonna stop that scoring? Who's gonna stop? Because all three of them are averaging over 20 in most cases in this playoffs.
I just know this. This is what I said. When we first talked about this, I said this. Memphis, now Morant is not being Morant in this series with Minnesota because they're young, they can keep up with him.
And they're just as athletic as him.
Exactly.
My problem is
Golden
when they go
State?
against Golden State,
They're going to have some problems.
who's going to guard Ja?
Okay.
Because
who's gonna guard him?
it won't be Draymond.
It'll be Steph.
Man, he will
Are
have
you
50
crazy?
on Steph.
Okay. All right.
50.
Okay.
Steph is good offensively,
Okay.
but
I can't wait.
defensively,
I
that boy
can't.
is a
And
liability.
Clay needs is shot. His knees are shot.
In his Achilles.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's for money. Memphis and Golden State's the series that the NBA wants because that's money.
You think so?
What? John Morant and Steph and
No.
Clay and Poole? Yeah, that's money. Don't nobody care about Cat and Wiseman who ain't even playing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about that. Who want to watch that? That's a sweep. You know what I'm saying? That's a sweep afterward. All I'm saying is if
Cat and Wiseman.
James bigs, no one cares if they play each other. Never mind. Anyway, if Minnesota makes it,
Memphis
But my
is
thing
playing
is,
Minnesota.
Wiseman ain't played a game in like
that's what
30
I'm saying.
games.
That was the point I was making. No one cares. So if Minnesota plays the Warriors, they're done.
Oh, my.
They're swept.
Really?
If they play Minnesota, yeah.
Oh, so Minnesota, yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. If they play Memphis, it'll go 6 games. But I told you, I got Golden State coming out.
Okay. All right.
So let's be clear, and we're assuming that Memphis is going to play Golden State. You're saying that Memphis can beat Golden State
I think
in a
Memphis,
series.
I think Memphis is going to come out of the Minnesota series more prepared, and they are going to give
Tired.
They're going to give Golden State a real problem.
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying 6 games.
7.
Okay. Who you got? Memphis in 7? GC?
I said Memphis is 7 already.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
Playoff Trey was a fluke. Playoff Trey.
Trey
Trey
Songz. Trey,
Exactly. It's that easy.
Trey
Trey.
who?
Trey Songz. Trey
Yeah,
who?
or am I saying Trey who?
Trey, yeah, playoff Trey was a
He's
fluke.
an angry little man.
What? Angry
You
little
got,
man.
you got
So
some
funny.
nerves.
All right,
got
hands
some
down,
nerves.
this is my favorite episode.
Oh my God. That was unnecessary.
What?
That was unnecessary.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Get back to your Diet Pepsi, man.
Shit, you got some. Anyway,
I'm not angry.
You sure sounded.
you
Little
got
man.
some nerves. But
Unicorn.
all right, okay. Don't do it, Keisha. Don't be pulling you in.
I'm just saying,
Don't do
man.
it,
You're gonna make me make this real explicit.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm trying not
Hey,
to.
like
Push-
you got your unicorn. Don't call me short. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not
he's
bothered
not.
by the truth.
Anyway, okay,
I'm
so
fine, little man.
but
What's your favorite color unicorn?
what is wrong with y'all?
I
What
thought
did
they
you
only
get?
came in white.
How do
They
what?
only come in
I'm
white.
not a unicorn.
I didn't call you one. I'm talking to the TV.
Oh no, you're not.
Come on, Zeke,
You
man.
I'm
Now,
trying.
Come
I'm
on.
trying.
Happy birthday, man.
So anyway,
Oh,
It's your
Thanks,
birthday
little man.
for real?
Yeah, you got him a basket full of unicorns. Pink, blue, green, yellow.
Thanks, little man.
If you can't, you stop, I'll stop.
Thanks, Shorty Doo Wop. All right, guys, back to the normal programming.
Okay.
I love unicorns.
Anyways, okay. So
All right, we good.
um okay, Atlanta. I didn't think Atlanta was gonna get out of the play-in tournament, to be honest with you. So for them to get as far as they did, I think it's something. But I don't think Miami is like, to me, this round against Miami, and that last game was with Game 3 because they playing tonight too. Game 3 was kind of showing me Miami's colors.
They play tonight.
Yeah, they play tonight. Game's 4 tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of show me their colors because the way they played Game 1 and Game 2, they should have swept these guys.
Yeah.
So for Atlanta to sneak one in, it's to me. Well, I'll say this: Kyle, I'm gonna say Lowry
who's hurt.
is hurt. He got hurt that game.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's not gonna play Game 4 or Game 5, they might be in trouble.
But
If it goes, go ahead.
He stay more hurt than anybody I know
Yeah,
now,
he-
don't he?
Who?
Kyle? Yeah.
Kyle Lowry.
But
He
Kyle,
old.
see, he's older, but here's the thing. If Atlanta ties it, I'm going to say this. I think Miami can still pull it off. But if Atlanta ties it 2-2, Miami's in trouble.
That means it's going to 7.
At least 6. At least 6. And if I'm Miami, you got to get ready for a fully loaded Philly, likely. You don't want Atlanta to tie this up 2-2. Because Trey, like y'all said, one of y'all, see, and I've been giving y'all props all episode. One of y'all said Trey could leave with 6 at the half and
Keith
come
said
back
that.
and score 30, and Trey has been doing that.
Kesey said that.
So Trey Young, although
I don't know why
he's
I don't
very
like him.
villain-ish and very angry, Trey Young can put 30 on you
Easily.
quick.
I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't.
But I told y'all though, I was like, they were down by like 10 or something, and it was like
Yeah.
6 minutes left. I was like, that's nothing with Trey. He can hit 3 of them right in
And
like
he
30
come-
seconds.
He come across the court, pull up.
Easily.
He said, "You got something."
That's gonna bother you all day, ain't it?
No, it was pretty hilarious.
But
I'm a
I
good sport.
think that
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Zeke. Get your
I think
thoughts.
that this Atlanta team they got guys coming back. That Capella injury really hurt them.
What's the report on Jason John Collins?
He's playing.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
You can tell he's not 100%.
But he's not 100%.
Okay.
You can tell he's not 100% too. So
So they go from Eastern Conference champions to play in. What happened to the Atlanta Hawks?
They were not Eastern Conference champions.
I mean, they go from the Eastern Conference Finals to a play-in team in
they
one
play-
season.
They play New York, and Philadelphia is who they are. Philly is Philly.
No, I meant Atlanta.
No, I'm saying last year, New
That's
York
true.
didn't show
Yeah.
up,
Yeah,
and then they played Philly, and Philly gone Philly.
yeah. And that's
Yeah.
why we all picked the Raptors to win, because we like Philly going Philly.
Yeah. So I mean, what?
Hmm?
What do you think about?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. That's all I want to, as far as the takeaways goes. Now this was a tweet from Paul Pierce going back to the Brooklyn and
Oh, boy.
Boston.
What kind of
This is a
hate
tweet
he
from
got
who?
today?
This is from Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce tweeted this.
You know it's going to be some hate in it, so
I think Jason Tatum
As
may.
long as it ain't LeBron, it ain't no hate.
Oh, God.
it might be.
We're gonna get to LeBron in a second, but I want to get this on first. Paul Pierce tweeted, I think Jason Tatum may be surpassing Kevin Durant right before our eyes in the NBA hierarchy. What?
That's wild.
No.
Is
Okay,
that-
read the quote again.
I think Jason Tatum may be surpassing Kevin Durant.
Stop right there.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead.
You
Read the
said
rest.
why not?
No.
Surpass right
Said
before
why.
our eyes in the NBA hierarchy.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm not giving you.
Bruh.
Seriously though.
Oh my.
He is not surpassing no KD in the hierarchy.
You sure?
He's having
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
because he had fell off.
Okay. So here's my thing about
This
that.
is him proving that he's really an all-star again instead of, you know what I'm saying, picking up that alpha role. Because
So
he was looking like a beta for a minute.
who?
Tatum.
Jason Tatum. Okay.
So now he's taking on that alpha role, and that's why the team is succeeding as much as they are, because he took that alpha role on, and he wrapped it around him. And like I'm holding on to this. I'm gonna be the alpha.
Yeah, and I think that, but here's the thing about this. Like, this series is two of the, me and Drake and I talked about this. This series is,
Y'all been having a lot of talks that I
Well-
wasn't involved in.
Well, I mean, it was your birthday yesterday. We didn't want to bother you.
And you busy with the kids.
yeah, you ain't you
Is that too
Right.
much of your business too?
got a lot of kids, so you just
I ain't say
assume.
all that. I said you were busy with
You got a lot of
That's
kids.
it.
Just your
He
business,
put you out there.
No, I didn't.
You know what?
They the one that did it.
All right.
You know what? You're banned.
No,
Ban me.
he's fine. Fine him.
Get
Fine
out.
him. No, fine him.
Get out.
Fine him.
Fine me.
You're suspended.
Fine him.
Suspend me.
You're
Fine 'em.
suspended.
Great.
So anyway,
$25 a session. Get out. Turn his mic off.
Okay, well, I'm glad it's the first
You,
coming up.
you may go home.
You better keep your.
Listen, finish up, bro.
no, I was just saying that
I apologize.
is this comment too off the rails?
Your apartment. Your apology is not accepted, shorty.
So to disagree with Unicorn here, I what goes through Paul Pierce's mind coming after the top stars?
Because you're looking at the second behind LeBron, you're looking at the second or sometimes third of the NBA right now. Is Kevin Durant part of that upper echelon? So you have him being outdueled by Jason Tatum. And then you also have Kyrie Irving. When it comes to skills, probably number one, number two. When it comes to like overall, we talked about earlier in the year, hey, Kyrie, if he didn't have these
Okay.
political views, he'd probably be top 75.
Listen. to
As
this.
he
So
tell
you
you
have
like-
Jason Tatum, who was outplaying both these guys, and he's playing on both ends of the court. So that's what I'm saying. That comment isn't too off the rails.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Why? Because
KD had one.
KD has a history.
He had one bad series. He's
First-
had one bad series. Go
First
ahead.
off,
Mhm.
he ain't got no championships.
Who don't? Oh, Jason.
Because that's
Tatum?
what they measure it on, right? Championships, right? Got no
Yes
league.
and no.
Got no league MVPs. Hasn't even
Mhm.
been in the conversation as a league MVP yet.
And he just established that he was Batman.
And exactly, he just now established himself as the alpha of that team, and he got to get them through more than just the first round to even be on that level. And you got to remember, KD got the LeBron Syndrome right now. He playing with all them damn scrubs, and they wearing his
This
ass
is what
out playing
this is
40,
what KD wanted.
40 minutes a night is.
This
I'm
is what
tell you
KD
like
wanted.
this.
This is what KD wanted.
No, this is not what
This
KD.
is
bad
what KD
ankle.
wanted.
On a bad ankle.
This is not what-
this is not what KD wanted.
This is not what
He
was
did not go
looking
to Brooklyn.
for. Not
He
for
did
this.
not leave. He did not leave the golden sunshine state of the Warriors and having good teammates, having good chemistry, having a good coach. He didn't leave all that to go to Brooklyn.
Because he thought they were going to have.
So he
certain-
thought wrong, right?
He thought they were going to build a great team around him.
So he thought wrong, right?
But
Go ahead.
you got a politician on your team,
Who's the politician? Oh,
Kyrie,
Wannabe.
and you got Harden,
And a bunch of old players.
which is a nigga who don't know where he want to be. Basically, like
they need to highlight these old players.
he don't know where he didn't know where he wanted to be this year. He was just out there all season, and you can tell by his gameplay.
Who?
Harden, he didn't want to be there no more this year.
Mm.
After he knew Kyrie was not playing in home games, he most definitely didn't want to be there.
Well, not only that, I think you look at Brooklyn. I'm not going to give Kyrie a pass. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give KD a pass because when you build a super team, it should work.
What
But
super team?
when they had Harden and Kyrie,
Oh,
they were a super team,
I
and it
ain't
should have
gonna-
worked.
I don't think so, but continue.
Okay.
Big three. Super team is a stretch.
If LeBron, Russie, and AD were a super team,
That's not why they were a super team.
we won't even get into it.
Thank you.
KD, I'm not giving him a pass by no means, but they put in Blake Griffin yesterday. And Blake scored some points, but in like 7 minutes, he looked winded.
He's old.
He hasn't played in like 20 games.
I'm saying that to say Paul Pierce put that out there. This Brooklyn Nets team, and it's not over yet, but this Brooklyn Nets team reminds me of that Los Angeles Lakers team that had Kobe, Shaq, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and all the other old heads that got swept.
Well, that's what the Lakers
No.
are looking.
Nobody on that team is considered a Karl Malone. Nobody on that team is considered a Gary Payton. You looking at a whole bunch of who?
The team you're talking about, unfortunately, is the Lakers.
I'm talking about the Lakers team.
No. The Lakers
That
that
was-
you're talking about currently this year
Remind you of
would
that
be
team.
the current Lakers.
Yeah. But Brooklyn,
I'm sorry.
But
Brooklyn
looks
has
like,
Brooklyn has that Cleveland team that LeBron had when he had Drew Gooden and
Kevin Love and them.
no, not even Kevin
before,
Love.
Maurice.
his first 7 years in Cleveland. That's
Yeah.
how they look.
That squad.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that
why.
Daniel
Larry Hughes.
Daniel Gibson,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booby Miles.
Paul
Big Z.
Zolgowskis.
Yeah, Big Z.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zolgowskis. Yeah, but so I think Paul Pierce once again is showing how his hate comes into his commentating. I think that was a hater comment. He could have just said Jason Tatum is becoming a superstar before our very eyes. But to take away from what Kevin Durant has done and to say that Jason Tatum has surpassed him because of a bad series is an overreach.
You're
Yeah.
the same guy who says he shouldn't get his jersey retired.
Well, I
That's what I'm
said
talking
no.
about.
I said those teams didn't owe him anything
Hmm.
because he left them hanging.
Okay.
If you're gonna report it right.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. As you were.
So, moving on.
So is this worse than LeBron getting exited out the playoffs, or
What?
is it,
What?
or is KD and them getting swept first round worse?
To me, if KD gets swept first round, that's always worse because
It's worse.
No.
because
It's worse?
It's
what-
worse
worse?
because LA has had struggles all year round. As much as we love LeBron, he couldn't do it all. And him not making the playoffs just prove it. Brooklyn, on the other hand, since the season started, we have all said it should be Brooklyn and Milwaukee again in the Eastern Conference Final. You had to fight to get in the play-in to begin with. You had to fight in the play-ins, and then you getting swept out the first round. That's worse.
My thing about that is, I think it's worse for LeBron, but I think that you have Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a 7 seed. No matter how they got there, they're still a 7 seed. And besides the fact that they are, Kyrie with the whole COVID thing hasn't been playing all year, and then Kevin Durant got hurt, so he was out for like a couple months or like a month and a half or whatever, and a lot of games between that time. They're still a 7 seed. They still suck at defense. And like you said before, they still have two of the best skill players. But besides that, you're playing with like Bruce Brown had team high.
he's
last
a
time they
high
played.
man. Two
Yeah.
games in a row.
So it's one of those things where like this team still sucks, and they're still a legitimate 7
But
seed.
also to be somewhat fair to KD, they are getting away with some fouls.
Come on.
Oh, they reaching.
They getting away with some fouls.
They reaching.
But not enough to be down 3-0.
Not enough for Kate. Not enough for KD.
Enough for them to at least have a win by now.
So you're saying KD gets a pass for this lack
I'm not saying he's getting a pass, but I'm saying he's getting fouled.
Oh, he's definitely getting fouled, but this is the NBA. They ain't gonna call everything.
They're not gonna call it.
the crybaby first league.
Yeah. So while everyone else was playing in the playoffs, LeBron was sitting by, and he had this
He
to say.
couldn't wait to say that.
I
I
really
know he
couldn't.
couldn't.
He
I-
couldn't wait.
That's why I had to turn my hat backwards so I can get ready for this.
He couldn't wait to say that, man.
I'm just saying, like everybody's playing in the playoffs.
ahead, spit it
LeBron
out.
tweeting,
Go ahead and spit it out.
"I can / will not miss the postseason again for my career.
Oh.
This blank hurt. Okay, back to watching these games.
Okay.
Now, I was like, LeBron, that was so unnecessary.
No,
Why?
it actually
Why
was.
is it not necessary?
I feel like all he's speaking to all the haters, everybody who's thrown it in his face, and he's making a declaration that no matter what, from here on out, he is strictly business. So whatever it was that had him distracted, or whatever GM role he was trying to play last year, it's out the window now. I'm getting back to business, plain and simple.
So in the next year or two that he has left, where he's basically saying that he's gonna make the playoffs in his final season or two. But
Cap.
He only not made the playoffs 2 years out of his whole career.
so here's my thing, though.
Cap.
The way that
What's the cap?
could be
I mean, bull.
lies. The way that this really could be perceived is that a shout out to the Lakers? Is that a subliminal message to the Lakers staff and Jenny Butts?
I thought, okay, for a brief second, I was like, this might be a subliminal. Be like, hey,
That's a subliminal message.
I won't be here next year.
Either it's that type of subliminal message, or you better figure out this team because let's keep in mind.
But LeBron is still going GM.
Let-
They still gonna ask him, hey, do you want to play with this guy? Then on top of that, we all know they had no capital. They're running it back with these guys because no one wants Westbrook. Anthony Davis, no one wants him. He sneezes and he's out for 6 months. So it's just one of those things where like you're gonna be in this exact same position next year, buddy.
Yeah,
Who
Get your
hurt
seat
you?
warm.
I injured my nose hair. Like,
Who hurt you, bro?
I'm not saying who hurt me.
angry.
I'm saying LeBron, fall back, watch the games, comment on this stuff.
So
Like,
why
you're
doesn't he
up-
have the
what?
Why doesn't he have the freedom to speak?
Because LeBron knows when he speaks, we all listen.
listen,
Shut up.
LeBron's
Shut up.
tweet took away from all the games. It was trending on Twitter after the game went off. They weren't talking about the game. They were, let's show you a tweet by LeBron.
LeBron
Jay,
had-
where do you read
but
into that tweet?
But my thing is,
LeBron made it about himself.
that just showed you how relevant he is still.
Clearly.
in
He
this
is.
game.
I'm
Clearly.
not
Because you
talking
don't
about-
have to talk about him. You don't have
You
to.
do.
He has the freedom to tweet on his own account, just like you do.
Right.
So he
tweet
had
What
the
the
freedom-
HE double hockey stick are you talking about?
Bro, it was
He
3,
is
it was
angry
3
today.
o'clock in the morning.
Did you not
Bro,
have a good birthday?
What time did that tweet
Yeah,
drop?
you are
7:30. He was
angry.
watching the game.
Right. And he was sitting here mad because bro don't know how to watch a game.
He better learn.
He don't know how. So
He
he
better
just
learn.
saying like, dog, I don't like
He
this.
better learn.
I
He's
like-
sitting there a while.
He's
gonna be
sitting there.
a
He's
while.
sitting there with a banana, looking at the person. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This ain't cool. And that's all he said. It's
But-
not his fault. The media was like, "Ooh, LeBron talk. Let's listen."
I know
All
that
he
wasn't his
said
fault.
Like all he said,
He
was like,
know
bro,
what's
Okay,
up.
I'm
okay.
like,
Tone, you sound like you've been drinking a little LeBron Kool-Aid
no, I
today.
feel feel his pain on this though.
No,
Okay.
I just feel his pain,
y'all
bro.
are some real LeBron haters.
You're not no haters.
We
know
not.
Yeah,
what
you
it
are.
is.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I can't agree or disagree with
I wasn't
that.
going to. You know,
All
He
I'm
is.
saying
You know
my
he
boy-
Y'all
is.
sound
I'm a
like
hater.
y'all sound like some LeBron haters right now.
I'm a
That
hater.
man don't got the freedom to tweet what he feeling at the
Look,
moment.
At this moment, I feel bad for LeBron. LA,
Why?
I don't
Why?
care about
No.
because
Put
I
that
don't.
team together.
That's
I
what
don't
you
care.
think.
LeBron, I feel his pain. As long as Carmelo Anthony don't get a ring, I'm cool.
Wow.
So I'm okay with LA being at home, but I feel his pain. He ain't used to this.
Carmelo, Tone wants you to finish your career with the Knicks.
He's
No, I
Hold on.
want him to just finish.
He was.
Just go home.
He was.
Stay
He
there.
wasn't in this position, but he watched the finals. He watched the second round. This ain't his. Just because he didn't make the playoff, I'm not gonna feel bad for GM LeBron.
Nobody
For
asked
what?
you. Nobody asked you.
Nobody asked you to feel bad.
Nobody. He didn't ask anybody
So,
to give him
He
no
wasn't
sympathy.
talking to you.
So
he was
all-
talking to the people who follow him on Twitter.
All I'm saying is LeBron has a right to tweet. He does like we all do, right? We
Yeah.
all tweet when we watch sports in our group chat. We text and talking trash. But what it did was it was a subliminal real-time tweet, meaning because this Lakers team that we all got now they're not a playoff team. They are not a playoff team. So what does that tweet truly mean? What is the messaging that LeBron's trying to get
So
out
we're
of
not
that?
going to go into this whole LeBron
No,
metaverse
no.
logic. This is
Oh,
not-
I'm good on
we-
that because I don't hate LeBron like quite like you.
I don't hate LeBron.
Zeke,
Just shut up sometimes.
You hate him a little bit.
Nah, I don't
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you do.
Bro.
You,
Yeah,
and-
you do.
you and
Yeah,
a
you do.
lot of people in this universe.
Kind of like I don't like Luca. You don't like him.
First of all,
that don't make no sense to me, man.
He don't like Luca.
No, they
No,
don't like LeBron.
Neither of us like Luca.
I don't like Luka either.
Yeah, that crybaby dude.
but anyways, Jesus Christ.
You run
So I got this little thing because the title of the show was barbecue chicken.
Nope.
But and we've pretty much, I can say, took the saying from Shaq, but we've been saying it quite a bit on this show throughout the year and last year.
That's Kesey's line.
That's Kesey's line. So I'm gonna
Yeah, on purpose.
say a couple
On
comments,
purpose.
and you can help me if they barbecue chicken or they still cooking.
Okay.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Cooking.
They
Cooking.
cooking. They cooking.
I'm talking about.
They-
I'm talking about they cooking, or they.
Oh, they back to cooking.
Oh,
now.
they
Oh, they
Cooking.
cooking. Oh,
They
they
cooking.
cooking.
They cooking.
Y'all
now.
feeling good?
Yeah.
I'm feeling
Like,
good.
fam, I got a plate.
The Bulls.
It's still,
They
it's
still
still
beat. They
cook-
still
the
beat them by
Bulls-
30.
They still beat them by
Look,
30.
fam, it's one thing.
Two
Okay,
games
the
in a
Bulls
row.
are not good, but if you only beating them by 5, 10 points, then we get to work. Bro, they blowing these cats out. Okay, this is practice. We just working out our lineup
Listen,
here.
Wait,
DeRozan,
wait,
hold
hold
on. Before you go any further, DeRozan had one good game. Man.
One good game.
And I said that before the thing even started. I said players like DeRozan, they can get you one win. Trey Young can get you one win. Joker can get you one win. Who else is it
It doesn't even matter.
that we said?
I want to hear what you got to say, though.
About
Are they
what?
barbecue chicken or are they cooking?
We still cooking.
No?
I ain't no fool.
Glad you said that part.
Oh man, because I would have been digging out tape.
No,
on this day,
You was
Isaiah
gonna get-
Moore said this.
You definitely was gonna get banned from
on
the
this
studio today
day-
to the playoffs.
You know what I'm saying? So
You were
No,
getting-
I think that right now the Bucks are cooking. We still cooking. Do I think we have a problem coming up? Yes, I think. We have a problem
no
coming
doubt
up.
about it.
We-
Let me say this. Go ahead, Zeke. I'm
I
sorry.
was just gonna say, like, we cooking now, but I'm also not gonna call us barbecue chicken when it's 3-0 or 3-1. I'm saying I want to say it beforehand. That game 1 of the second round, because I think we're gonna beat the Bulls. That
Easy.
game 1 of that second
It's over
round is
Wednesday.
going to really determine for me if we are barbecue chicken or if we still cooking.
So I'm going to say this. This next series will cost true Bucks fans that are also sports commentators or podcasters to see if they're truly objective in their opinions. Because I'm going to say this. Do I believe in a two-peat? Absolutely. Is it harder to achieve against the Boston Celtics now? Probably so. That's what I'm going to say. And that's okay to say that.
The next round is going to be the definitive decider of who's getting the championship.
The what? Say that one more time?
Whoever wins this next round
Joker was.
is going to be the who is going to win. Oh my God, what just happened?
Are you talking about
It's a
between?
tie game.
Not
121,
anymore.
121.
Yeah, it is now.
Are you talking about between the Bucks and Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Whoever
you think-
wins that round is going to win the championship.
So you're
You
using
think so?
my analogy from last year when I said the winner of Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
Yep. It worked last year.
I don't agree because I think the
That's
only
because
team,
you like.
Wow.
no,
Golden State.
the only team that I think in the East that can beat Golden State is the Milwaukee Bucks. And I don't know that the Bucks can do it without their third sharpshooter.
Third. All right, cool.
Well, their second best shooter, their second best scorer.
Phoenix Suns, barbecue chicken. What are they cooking?
Cooking.
Barbecue chicken.
I said the Phoenix Suns.
Barbecue chicken.
You said barbecue chicken?
Devin Booker is a big part of their success.
It's true.
It is.
He makes shots easier for the other players because of the attention he deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Are you going to ask us this weekly based
No, I'm
on
not anxious week. We might come back to this, but I just want to kind of put this out there for the time being because I like just like my takeaways with Phoenix. Well, like somebody like Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins said Phoenix is going to lose this series. They play tonight too. If New Orleans can pull off another win,
Tonight,
yes.
I think Phoenix is done if they lose tonight.
If they lose tonight, I'm kind of questioning it too. And that's going to rush Devin Booker back.
what is
He's
it,
not gonna be
2-2 or
good.
2-1 right now?
It's 2-1 right now.
Okay.
So if they can get a win tonight and tie this up, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen in the next couple of series after
Yeah.
that.
I mean, Phoenix's long-term success in the playoffs really does depend on Devin Booker.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know that it matters this round, though.
I would say this. Paul can get them out the first round. Second round, he could possibly take them to 6 or 7, but somebody else is going to have to step up.
Yeah. I'm not ready to say Phoenix is barbecue chicken. Not against the Hornet. I'm sorry, not against the Pelicans. I'm not ready to say that yet.
Okay.
They having some problems with Brandon Ingram right now.
Brandon Ingram is playing
And
some really
CJ
good.
McCollum is giving them some fits. And
He
if
is.
the both of them keep playing the way they playing without Devin Booker, I can't see them beating them in the series yet.
Yeah.
Somebody Stephen
They
A
want to
said it
prove me
just,
they can beat them.
Stephen A said it yesterday. He was like, when Dallas lost that game, he was shaking his head. He was like, "Why are you shaking your head?" He was like, "Because they should have left Luka out and left in what's his name, Brunson,
Brunson.
He had 30 and 30 against Utah. What?
Yeah.
And so to me,
Yeah.
so for me it was one of those things where it was one of those things for me where I was like, that's very true. And some teams play better without their without their superstar.
But that's only Memphis.
That's only Memphis.
Memphis was the only one I've seen do that this year.
That's only Memphis
Memphis
because
was balling without Ja because they had to depend on each other and they knew that.
Speaking of Memphis, Minnesota, barbecue chicken, or are they still cooking?
it's cooking.
Who? Which
Minnesota.
one?
Minnesota.
Cooking.
Minnesota. Yeah, they cooking.
They cooking.
They both. It's. I mean, they in the crock pot.
I was gonna say they cooking. They marinating.
They both in the crock pot
They
right
marinating.
now. They both in the crock pot right now. And the person who get done the fastest,
This is my thing about that.
is gonna be cooking, and the other person's
Here's
gonna
my
be barbecue chicken on the bun.
Here's
Dude, you better talk an EPS lunch.
here's
This is why I say that.
and today
Minnesota
we
had a
barbecue
chance to
chicken,
go
right?
up 3-1.
Mhm.
They're gonna regret blowing that game.
Here's my thing about that. Ja has not been playing like Ja.
He seems like he was kind of rushed back.
I don't think he's rushed back. Two things are happening with this series to me that I've seen. Number one, Ja is he's hitting the floor hard, and he every
night.
time he gets up, he's rubbing his knees.
Yes.
That's number one.
And no one's
limping up.
talking about that.
No one's talking about it. Number two, I think whoever comes out of this series is going to be the dark horse out of the West. I'm not saying they're coming out of the West. I'm saying they're going to give teams problem. So you're talking about Golden State, who that's probably going to be the next opponent. They're going to give them some issues just because how young they are. Anthony Edwards, he's not scared of anybody. He's not afraid to pull up, and he can go outside, inside. So I think that when you talk about, I think it ain't going to be over.
I know. Like,
You good. Go to guy. Yeah. Go ahead, Zeke. What were you saying?
So that's my thing about this series. That's why I'm like,
over. It's over.
yeah, it's over. They lost.
They just hit one. It's 126 to 121 with 8 seconds left.
Yeah, they lost.
I know.
So it'll be a game 5.
I mean, Steph only need 3 seconds to get a shot off.
Yeah, but they're down by 5. Golden State ball.
1-3 and they down 2.
Yeah, it's the NBA playoffs. But Zeke, I agree with you, but I think the unfortunate part for Minnesota is when you're playing a team, Minnesota is the underdog.
Yeah.
Minnesota's the underdog.
Will Barton ain't hit a shot all game and he hit that.
Just like Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers had hit a shot all game, but before this play, he hit a 3. Guess what?
Don't play no D. He looking crazy because he got hit the shot on. Look, watch his face. And there it is. Look.
Yeah, they wanted it to be over. It'll be over in the next game back in California. It'll be over.
I don't know.
It'll be over. It'll be
I
over.
don't know.
It'll be over.
You can't give no team no momentum.
They don't have it. They're still down 3-1.
Yeah,
If that's
37,
momentum, shh.
37.
It only took LeBron one game.
Here we go.
You know I had to go. You know I had to go there.
I do. But no, I think Minnesota, they're cooking, but like Kesey said, they're both cooking, but they're in the slow cycle.
They in the
Put them
slow
on
cooker.
300.
They in the slow cooker right now.
They on broil. What's your next one?
Toronto. Barbecue chicken.
Oh,
still
barbecue
cooking.
chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
They can't get another one?
No,
They done?
they're done.
Joel Embiid is hurt.
That's true. That's
Joel
game.
Embiid is hurt.
That's game.
No.
That's game. So there will be a game 5 of the Denver Nuggets Golden State series on Wednesday night back in Golden State. So ask that question. Is Denver barbecue chicken now?
I was going to be my next question.
Go ahead. Well, now that we watched the game, go ahead.
Well, let's get back to this last one.
Go ahead, man. Don't be,
Oh, God. Is Denver Nuggets barbecue chicken, they still cooking?
They
Man,
done.
they
They're
done.
barbecue chicken.
They're done. They stole this game.
They're baked beans.
Steph Curry missed free throws in this game. He missed 6 free throws.
He
I
had
think.
34.
But he still missed 6 free throws. If you take away his missed free throws, what's the score? 126.
I hate when you do that. But
I'm just saying, 127 to 126. Make your free throws, kids.
All right, y'all. Can we get back to our Shaq moment? Cooking or barbecue chicken?
That's what we're talking
that's
about
what
now.
we're talking about. Are they Denver Nuggets barbecue chicken?
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken, burnt barbecue chicken. At that, they're done.
Yeah, they barbecue chicken.
They're done.
Now, here's the one.
Why they got to be all that?
Because they playing Golden State.
Because they just stole one and they're gonna lose on Wednesday night.
They stole one.
We should go to the game on Wednesday and watch the Bucks put the Bulls away.
I'm not playing no money on that.
I'm not giving them $3.
Now,
See
when they
them
play
eliminate
Boston,
somebody I knew they was going to eliminate.
exactly. When
I
they
got
play
my money
Boston,
ready for the finals. So you know,
Okay,
we every finals game.
bet.
um,
Let's do it.
Every finals.
what's
That means
say?
we're buying 3 tickets.
No, 2.
Bucks, no, 3. They'll get
They
3.
No,
No.
they're going back to 2-2.
He said the finals.
That's what I'm saying. They're going back to 2-2.
So No, the Bucks will get 3 home games.
They don't have the home.
They don't. They won't put that. They won't sell that game though.
Yes, they will. They'll
Off
sell
top. They don't
off
know if they're gonna
top.
go that long.
off top. But that's how
That's the
how
finals,
it
bro.
works. That's the playoffs. The playoffs right
They
now.
don't do that.
I guess you know.
You can buy the first 2 for
You
sure.
don't know because you've been giving away.
But
they
you
been
can
giving
buy
tickets.
all 3. But what they'll do,
can buy all 3,
they'll put the rest of the money back on your account.
or it is just,
Oh
or
no.
it'll say game 1 TBA, game 2 TBA, game 5 TBA. So for the finals,
So Final Four just robbing.
well, that's the NBA. The NBA does that, and so for the finals, and you see them say you dancing, y'all all 3-1, y'all up here doing the cha cha.
Can
They
they
gotta
celebrate?
win at home, man. Come on, give the boys some credit.
That's like,
You
hey,
filthy animal.
hey, that's like Pat Bev, like they won a championship. No, and so for the finals, if the Bucks were to go to the finals, it would be, if they don't have home court, they would sell game 3, 4, and 6 up front.
Up front.
Up front. Yep. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to game 4, 5, no, 3, 4, and 6.
3, 4, and 6
All right, it's about 1,000
a piece.
Yeah. First round tickets were 200. Second round's going to increase by 100.
Can we finish this up?
I already know.
Can we finish this up? Y'all can talk
We
about
there.
it afterwards.
This is part of the podcast.
Is it?
Yeah. You just
Just let me know,
comment on this.
like we
part.
did last year, and I'll cash. Just let me know.
Right.
Do it like we did last year. Cash app it.
Unless our unless our producer wants to make that part of the show and get us some tickets.
I'm trying to buy tickets myself right now. Y'all.
It was an awkward silent moment. Like, who we talking to?
What we need to be is getting down there for sure.
Getting our press pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
we'll
something
work
I
on
ain't
it next year.
that's
Okay.
something we should be doing for the finals.
So,
for sure.
Yes.
who's barbecue chicken? Jazz or the Mavericks?
Jazz.
They both in the slow cooker too. They just like that Memphis and because they evenly matched up.
Mhm.
No,
me.
I don't think so.
They
But go ahead.
they for each other.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so. This is what I'll say to that. I think Utah's barbecue chicken, but Utah has a better team. Unfortunately,
You think so?
yes, Utah all around they have a better team.
I think
They just
I
can't.
think Dallas
they
added-
just can't stop Luka.
Dallas adding Spencer Dinwiddie put them compatible with them, man. And you got to give them credit, man. Even though Luka was out, they still competed every night with
Yeah.
just Spencer.
Yeah, I give you that.
So they both are in the slow
Spencer
cooker.
and what's it called?
They both in the slow cooker right now.
To me, I give you that. I think Jazz is barbecue chicken though. They're barbecue chicken.
Yeah, I agree. I think, and I hate to say this because I'm not a fan, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Nobody on the Jazz can stop Luka. Luka was cooking that whole team.
Atlanta, they barbecue chicken. They still cooking.
What are we, Chicago?
I wonder if Stephen A. don't want to come here.
What do you mean it's hot?
I know, and it's just 2 days.
It's
Man.
like, it don't take much.
I mean, last night I saw some video posted on the internet, on someone's Facebook, and they was out wilding by the lake, and I'm like,
Hey,
bro, it's like
like
55 by the lake.
you know how Milwaukee get? We've been sitting in the house for what 2 years plus the winter time. It's
No,
snowing
we
in
ain't been
April.
sitting because Milwaukee, y'all know Milwaukee act like COVID wasn't a thing. But
I don't know
no,
about y'all, but I did.
we
too.
did. Yeah.
I knew it was a thing.
So that's how the podcast got started. But no, to your point, Utah Jazz are barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. I got Dallas winning this one.
I got Dallas winning this one too.
Mhm.
Atlanta barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
I think I'm gonna say Atlanta's still cooking. I think Atlanta's still cooking. You got injuries coming across for Kyle. You got injuries just because, like, even if they played, they said most likely PJ will play tonight. They said most likely Kyle will play tonight, but he's gonna be limping. No, I'm sorry, he won't play tonight. PJ will play tonight, and Bam, he's kind of questionable, but he's gonna play tonight too. So you got these with Miami. They're kind of hurt, like they've been through the season.
I
And so
wouldn't say
think it's
either
gonna-
one. I don't think Atlanta's cooking. I think it's more Miami's probably cooking than anything. But at the same, because Hero's coming off the bench putting up buckets.
He is.
He putting up buckets like
Like
He
I'm
put-
missing.
he putting up numbers like Clay coming off. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not Clay coming off the bench, but Steph, like how Steph is coming off the bench right now. They both putting up 20 and 30-point nights.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Because Steph coming off the man, dude.
Yeah.
It he make it look so easy to come off
Yeah.
the bench.
If he didn't have free throw shooting troubles tonight, Golden State would have won. To your point, but
Oh
no,
man, here you go with the excuses.
I just,
You can have an excuse for Steph, but if there was LeBron, LeBron.
Hey man, what's your next one, bro?
That's it.
Okay, so then let me ask y'all this: based on where we are now, do you have a different? Considering all the injuries, what is your finals prediction now? Based on, are you still sticking with Phoenix and the Bucks?
I still believe.
While he's thinking, Keith, do you have a new finals prediction?
Who did I predict anyway?
I
know I predicted the Bucks. I can't remember what I predicted.
You predicted Phoenix and the
No,
Bucks.
we picked that because that's what somebody gave us. Remember we were talking about that?
No, that's
Remember
No.
the situation he gave us?
That's what you picked, bro.
That's what I picked.
Yeah.
You both picked it, and I
That's what
picked.
you picked Golden State.
Without Devin Booker, I say Golden State.
Okay.
With Devin Booker, I say Phoenix.
Okay. Oh, they had something downtown.
Yeah.
It was too cold for all that.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
It was nice.
After the rain stopped, bro, it was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
So my thing about
Brandon Jennings?
I actually look like Chris Middleton.
Probably was knowing him.
he ain't got nothing else to do.
Anyways.
So anyway, to me, I think that no, but it's a possibility to change. I'm not gonna say it now.
Okay.
Because y'all probably gonna jump me.
No, not at
But,
all. Because that's the beauty in the playoff talks that we do. Every week there's a different prediction. The prediction machine changes during the playoffs.
I'll say this.
I'm sticking what I said. I'm sticking to Phoenix and the Bucks.
I got Golden State and Milwaukee.
I got right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't care. Boston and
Sheesh.
Boston. I go Boston, Golden State.
I know. Boston, Golden State.
Boston, Golden State.
You putting the Bucks out?
Whoa!
That is a bold statement. I almost slapped the mic from in front of you.
Whoa!
He's entitled to his opinion.
Whoa! But you're not wrong.
But
you're not wrong.
I think that the Bucks are gonna have a really big issue when Boston comes to town.
And it scares them.
It does. Just like when I asked y'all about the whole defensive situation, I asked y'all for that reason because I've said this before. We need everybody.
We do.
Okay.
From the bench down to the starting five. We need everybody.
And Boston does too.
Boston has everybody.
But you have to remember, we're defensively solid as they are. But we got Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes,
And they don't.
I get that. And unfortunately,
Who's a more alpha, Tatum or Giannis? That's what you got to look at.
And again,
who is more skilled?
Giannis?
Giannis, bro.
And
What's
this
wrong
is
with you? You sound stupid.
and,
You stupid mother.
He said
You
sound
filthy mother.
stupid. And this is assuming
What
that
does Dre say all the time?
Giannis is selfish.
No, I don't want him. I don't want to see him take that shot. He can hit it, but I don't want to see him take it.
No, me either. Still.
So hold on a second. With that being said, we're talking about because when you have a defensively sound team versus another defensive sound team, and we don't want to say this. Here's the thing where y'all was talking about some Robert who.
All right, I got a question. This is a
Go
serious
ahead.
question.
Well, real quick. We talk about they're defensively sound and they have everyone. We're missing one of our main components into our team. He's going to be out for a month. They can check back in 2 weeks. That's cool. But even if he does come back, he's not going to be 100%. So with Middleton being out, because the thing about Middleton, he can go get a bucket. That's the thing about Middleton. He can go get a bucket. We have a scoring drought. He can go get a bucket. We don't have that anymore. And that's not a test against Chicago. The test will be against Boston. And we knew that coming in.
Boston wins.
Okay.
Here's my question.
Okay.
though.
So here we go. Let me get in this real quick.
Don't assuming.
Let me get in this real quick.
Go ahead. Here we go. Now I gotta talk against the fans. Go ahead.
Answer this.
All right.
What was Phoenix defensive rating last year?
I don't know.
When they number one?
They were number one defensively rated, right?
Who?
Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
They were the number one defensively rated
Oh,
team.
we know why they lost that series though. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
let
do
me
that.
let me ask
Can I
you.
finish?
hold on a
Can I
second.
finish?
Go ahead.
You got what you got to say out, right?
Go ahead.
Who won that series for the Bucks against Phoenix?
Okay. Giannis.
So you don't think he can win a series against Boston?
Why did he win that series against Phoenix?
Because he went on a spree.
Because they couldn't do anything with him. And where did he get his buckets from? Where did he get his buckets from?
Everywhere.
No, inside.
Everywhere. Because he was doing fadeaways.
Answer your question, though.
here's
Answer
the
your
question.
though, because he's. I'm talking to a fan. He just started that this year. When his jumpers started hitting, it started hitting this year.
He started hitting those jumpers in the finals.
No,
he went 18 for 19 from the free throw line in the finals.
We wouldn't even be in that position if it wasn't for who.
Oh my God! Man.
No, if we won, we wouldn't even be in the finals if it wasn't for who.
Giannis.
If it wasn't for who?
Giannis.
Chris Middleton took Atlanta down.
Chris
Middleton took Atlanta down. Yes or no?
Chris Middleton has a good series.
Chris Middleton.
But who won the
Atlanta
other
down.
3 series? Who won the other 3 series?
The Milwaukee Bucks. It was a team effort.
It was a team effort.
Come on, man. You got to be realistic in this, man.
You know this.
Without Giannis, we don't win the other 3 series.
Here's my
Without
question.
Giannis, we don't even win that Atlanta series.
Is Giannis because this is it right here. Is Giannis LeBron?
Well, you put your money on the table right now.
I
got
$100
$100
on the
Let
table.
me see what I got in my pocket right now.
We're not gonna do this. I'm not gonna bet you.
All right, here we go.
So right now,
I got $60 right here, right now, that says the Bucks beat Boston.
Hey,
Put your money up.
Let me hold 20.
You know what I said? I had $2 in my pocket.
he confident.
All right,
You
but
gonna
let
make
me ask you my
gospel
question
song.
real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Hold up, but keep in mind,
No.
folks, that the Celtics are statistically the best defensive team in the game right now.
They're statistically the best team after the All-Star break. They were the best team. But go ahead. What
All
are
right.
you gonna say?
So my question is
Arguable.
this is honestly is what the real deciding factor between the two for me is who can make the better adjustments on the fly? Is it Milwaukee or is it Boston?
That's
If something happened in the middle of the game where your key players are being stopped, because we're talking about 2 great defensive teams, right?
Yeah.
Which team has the better ability to adjust on the fly? What player, if Giannis all of a sudden is locked down, do we have people we can trust that can pick up the pieces? Do Boston have people they can trust? Because that's really what's going to be the deciding factor. Who can come and pick up the load if need be?
Well,
So basically, go to the bench. Then what you're saying? That
Not
7-8 players.
necessarily.
Who got the best 7, 8, 9 players?
Basically.
I mean, 6, 7, 8 player. Bucks or Boston?
so the Bucks starting 5 right now is Giannis, Holiday, Grayson Allen, Brooke Lopez, and Wesley Matthews. Those are the starting
Oh,
5.
forget about Dog.
Why does it feel like him too?
Coming off the bench, Portis is the 6th man. You have Connaughton. You have those are the 2 that's really
And
getting.
then they've been getting Carter a lot of the clock
They've been
too
giving
because
Carter-
he was
Actually,
hurt.
Grayson came off the bench today.
he came off the
It
bench
was
today.
Drew, Wesley, Brooke, Bobby, Giannis today.
And I like Grayson Allen coming off the bench. I do. If Grayson Allen, listen, the Bucks problem is never defense because the Bucks don't go to sleep on defense.
Mhm.
The Bucks problems are offense.
Mhm.
If Holiday's quiet,
But they don't.
hold up.
they don't
Without
go
a
for a game.
without a Middleton, if Holiday's quiet or Grayson has an off night, we are barbecue chicken because there's nobody to score. But I want to remind you all that there is nobody on Boston that can stop Giannis. Okay,
Not a soul.
they can try to contain him. Like Marcus Smart is he's a defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
So they'll probably put Marcus on Giannis. He'll get destroyed.
Giannis will have 50
He'll
a
get
night
destroyed.
if they put Marcus Smart on him.
Holiday can certainly contain Tatum defensively. Can he not?
Maybe.
Holiday's the best 2-way guard in the game. Okay. Or Brown, whichever one. I think it'll be a good matchup,
No.
but I think it will. Listen, bro, it's okay.
Okay, but hold on. Just look at this. I like Boston's starting lineup.
Mhm.
They got Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Theasis Daniel, Al Horford, and Jason Tatum. They fit together.
Mhm.
But when you go to that bench, do you telling me you want Grant Williams over anybody that's coming off our bench? Do you want Robert
I didn't say
Williams III over anybody on our bench?
that. I'll take him over a couple people off our bench.
Because Bobby is really off our bench. So you taking him over Bobby?
Where does Bobby get most of his points from?
The 3-point line now.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby got that mid range that right now. That's what he knocking down
Yeah,
right now. That
he's
mid range.
He's becoming a nice little.
Robert
jump
Williams
shooter.
can't hit no mid range. Robert Williams can't do nothing but play
is-
defense.
That's all he's there for.
So he's not an option offensively, and
Okay.
that's what both teams are going to need. That 6, 7, 8 player that can be offensively
Right.
I'm
key
just,
for our teams.
I'm just looking at this as this. They have a 3, we have a 3.
Oh, or Peyton Pritchard.
We're
I don't
missing.
even know who that is.
Peyton
Hey,
who?
So my thing about, and I get that, I get all that. My thing about this is this: you have 2 out of Boston going to Boston. Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown can take over a game. They can easily drop 30. Either one of them.
I will give you that.
Smart can drop a real low key 25
but Smart
if he
can
wants
be
to.
contained.
Hold on a second though. But you're forgetting about him because you have these issues with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
That's how he gets his points.
Okay.
Hold on a second though.
Okay.
And then you talking about
Let's do compatibility.
Okay,
Okay, you
fine.
got it right. You got Tatum and Brown, right?
uh-huh.
So then that's Drew Holiday and Giannis.
Giannis is not going to hold neither one of
Because
them.
Brown has some games where he don't show up either.
Yeah,
so
he
don't
does.
you forget that.
I'm not.
Don't you forget that, mother.
I'm not.
Okay.
Giannis stays away from all 3 of these guys. All 3 of them. He stays away from them for a reason because they have handles. If you have handles, you can give Giannis some problems. So
No.
what I'm saying, I'm not saying
they
it's for
keep Giannis-
sure.
they keep
I
Giannis-
never said it was for sure.
No.
I'm saying they can give the Bucks some issues.
No.
We've seen the Bucks
They
have
keep
issues
Giannis-
with Boston.
They keep Giannis off of them because Giannis is the best help defender in the league.
I give you that.
The best help defender in the league that can recover back to his man.
I give you that.
That's why they give Giannis the position that he does. Because a lot of times players get by Drew,
and how do you
players
how
get
do you
by
counter
Chris,
that? How do you counter
players
that?
get by Bobby.
How do you counter that?
What do you mean? How do you counter that?
Al Horford, right there.
No.
You draw him. You draw Giannis in, and
Al
you kick it
Horford
out.
for who?
Boston.
So
Look at on
I'm saying
who?
that.
On who?
Can he hit the shot? Yes or no?
who?
Who?
Al Horford. Can he hit the shot?
Occasionally, he's not a threat.
I'm not saying he's a threat. I'm saying you kick it out and you have attention to Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown's causes attention. What I'm
Okay.
saying is you talking about Giannis. He is
Let me-
covering these guys who are out the way.
Let me finish one thing for
Go
you,
ahead.
and then we can be done with this.
All right.
And I'm gonna tell you why the Bucks can beat them.
Why?
Because we have the 2 best big man defenders playing side by side.
Oh, you talking about
You don't really
Lopez.
understand how good Brooke Lopez is down there.
Hey, I do.
And people don't understand that.
You sure?
How
Because
about
you
this?
just said Al Horford.
You just brought up Al
No,
Horford.
what I'm saying-
That's what made me have to go to Brooke. Like
You just said Al Horford, bro.
Al Horford.
Al Horford is a stud, though. I can't lie.
He-
Al Horford,
He spreads
and
the
he-
floor.
and he's
he
played in
spreads
some
the
big
floor.
moments. So don't get it
No,
twisted
I'm
with
saying
Al.
that, but in the context that he was saying it against was like it was.
I'm
almost-
saying he spread the floor. He spreads
Okay.
the floor.
I'll give you that.
I'll
And
make
Brooke
that clear.
Lopez does too. So
Exactly.
what does Al Horford got to do now that
Okay.
Brooke Lopez is
Okay.
in the game?
Okay, listen to this. Here we go. On November 12th, the Boston Celtics defeated the Milwaukee Bucks 122-113. On December 13th, the Boston Celtics beat the Milwaukee Bucks 117-103. On Christmas Day, I was there. My gift to my brothers. We were all there.
We were. Oh, we were.
The Bucks beat them 117-113, and that was a competitive game. And then on April 7th, the Bucks beat Boston 127-121. Giannis and Tatum played all of those games. Middleton was.
We didn't have Brooke in the first 2.
We didn't have Brooke in the first 2.
Yeah,
So
we
I
did.
think this will be, to Tone's point earlier, I think the winner of this series has the best chance at winning the title, and I think it will be a great matchup, assuming both teams beat their current competitors.
Yeah, because they both up 3.
Well, 3-0, the Bucks are.
I'm saying they both up 3 games.
Yep, they're both up 3 games. But stranger things have happened.
That's the strangest thing that happened.
Yep.
And you still can't count KD out. I
really
I
can't.
can't.
You
I can't
can't.
yet until they beat him.
You can't.
Because believe me, the next game he's coming out, he might put up 50.
Oh, he's going to play the whole game.
He gonna put up 50.
I just know if he's tired, it's not gonna matter. If he is tired as they say he is, or that Steve Nash is indicating, he can put up 50. But them last 2 minutes of that fourth quarter is all that matters. And by then, he already wore out.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now, KD is wore out.
He's
It's
wore
all
out.
them damn scrubs he playing with.
I mean, to me, I'm looking at Brooklyn. I'm looking at you robbing, you, Robin, both of y'all wanted to be Batman, and we seeing why y'all not Batman. Like I think I was talking to Dre this is why LeBron's the best.
And
this is why LeBron's the
and
best.
who was talking about Steph? Steph Curry? Seth Curry?
What?
I said, Steph been putting up his points, but Brooklyn's problem is not offense, it's defense. If they played a little bit of defense, they would probably win a couple of these games.
And they're not even blowing Brooklyn out.
They're
and Brooklyn
barely
plays no
beating them.
defense.
Yeah.
The Bucks play defense. Think about it. The Bucks they only beat them by 6 points today.
I just know the Bucks are the best team.
With a wore out ass KD and a wore out ass Kyrie.
You got him cussing. You know he bad.
So I'll just say this about this.
I can't believe you went against your hometown team. You filthy mother. And they was the NBA champions last year. You know what?
Man, we are missing.
He gets none. He gets nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Courtesy of Giannis. You get nothing. You put some respect on that man's name.
I'm putting respect.
You
on
ain't
Chris
putting no
Middleton.
respect on his name.
You got Chris Middleton is missing. He's gonna
Well,
be out for a long time.
At least he's hyped up like he would be if we were talking about LeBron.
That's true.
At least, you know.
But we are missing Chris Middleton. He might be gone for a while. As much as we love Grayson Allen to hit these shots and stuff like that, he's hitting them because nobody's worried about him. And we do want to keep it that way. But guess what? As much as he hit these shots, Boston gonna be looking for him now.
But Grayson Allen plays defense too.
He does play defense. He might slap you across the face and poke you out, but he plays defense.
He'll hack you just to get the call to get in your head.
He might punch you in the ribs. He might slap you in the jaw. He might do something,
And if you think Marcus Smart, not gonna poke you in the eye and slap you across the wrist, you got another thing coming.
Oh, I know.
He might step on your ankle. My bad. Well, some of us play rougher than others, but we ain't gonna go there.
Some of us, not one of us did.
One of us, just one of us.
Way rougher than others.
Before WWE was WWE, was WWF, and he was coming down like the Ultimate Warrior. But anyways,
no, like Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
So this is another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. I'd like to thank my brothers Dre
versus the world. Dre versus the world.
I also like to thank my brother Kesey.
Thank y'all, good people. We appreciate y'all.
Happy birthday again, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate it.
You just wanted a nice little Bucks rants. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the birthday gifts.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. No problem.
Yeah. He got you something?
There you go.
You can catch us on all wherever you can stream
all
your
social media platforms.
Yeah, you can catch us on all social media platforms except for TikTok because we're adults. Oh wow! And then you can also catch us anywhere you can stream your own phone. I mean your podcast. Your favorite podcast. I'm looking at phone threw me off. Your favorite podcast. All right.
Spotify, iTunes, Amazon.
94 Feet Nation, baby.
94 Feet.